You have a sane mind about yourself. We're in a new age America right now where it seems that people's feelings get to dictate our rights. People's emotions get to dictate people's air travel time and what they can do with their family and all of these things. And we have all of these fake Americans uh, who used to say, land of the free, home of the brave, we're proud of being Americans, trying to shame people for making personal choices and personal decisions. They went from, oh, we got free speech, free choice, my body, my choice, to you have to do this, or or you're some kind of demon because you don't want to follow along the little high school crowd that these so-called adults have become, and allowing the establishment to tell their children what they have to do, allow the establishment to make their children make medical interventions and things. And then you actually have these wannabe grown-ups and parents getting upset that somebody has a problem with somebody telling their child what they have to do when it comes to medical choices and medical decisions. We used to live in a land where these people would be like, "Oh, if you tell them anything, oh, I'm American. Oh, I can do that here in America." Now they're telling you all of this stuff that's not true. They're telling you that you have you look at the timeline of C double N right now. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I got real tired because of work and stuff, and I was just seeing if the live worked. But look at the timeline of this C double N, and I don't care if anybody listens to this, wants to listen to this, or whatever. I'm fed up with this bullshit that they got going on in the world. And if anybody says anything like us, if we say something like this, we're a bad person for voicing our opinion and having freedom of speech. They're taking that away. YouTube's taking it away. Twitter's taking it away. Facebook, Ben, they take it away. They're a bunch of NAZIS in America. And we're not allowed to say anything about it, or we get a strike, or we can't come back on for 2 weeks. Now you got C double N. What month are we approaching? What anniversary are we approaching? That's coming up with this so-called attack that people still believe somebody else did or whatever. So now they have C double N, right? You know who I'm talking about. It's a fake. Let's not do that because you'll probably get in trouble just for saying that. Are in the streets, right? Um, Being guided through the streets by somebody who supposedly is over there in I'm trying to say this the right way because I don't want them to take it down. In the who are the let's call them the T. You know what T is? It's the new boogeyman again. And it's very random that it just happens to be a they're pushing this new. Well, actually, it's an old boogeyman from 2001. That all of a sudden they're pushing this new. They're pushing these guys back up again and saying they had a. I don't know if you guys seen the news stories. They've had a change of heart, and now our Prez, let's put it like that, is talking to them. I mean, can you see the hoax land in this bullshit that these people are believing? And then they apparently C double N went over there again, just like they went to Ben, who's hideout, and talked to him, even though everybody, our intelligence agencies could not find him. C double N again is walking through the streets over there, and they're accosted by the fighters of the what the American sheeple believe to be the enemy. Correct? They're accosted. If this was true, these people would have. Well, first of all, you can tell the lady leading them is some kind of CACTOR or Tris. I'm sorry I have to talk so heavily coded. I wish I could say what I really want to say, but I can't because we all know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to cry about it. Somebody's going to report me, or they're going to say it's false, it's disinformation, it's all the other stuff because somebody told them that's what it was. They got this lady guiding them through the streets, and then they're accosted by these fighters who have so-called according to President B, have had a change of heart. And they're working with him now, whatever. And again, they have GoFundMe's up for causes that Americans don't know anything about. They're sitting here watching their television set, and all of a sudden, oh, that's real because some news anchor who's been lying to them from day one told them that this is going on over there. And what happened to the miracle potion? What happened to Mr. GATES who was pushing this thing? Now, I don't hear too much about him. I've been waiting to see when he's going to come up, and then he's not here anymore. I wonder why. Because now they have a new boogeyman to push. And you can even, in their little GoFundMe's over there, you can see them running through the streets with their things on their faces too. I mean, this is just freaking ridiculous. Now I wonder if they're going to push the aliens, and then the aliens are going to come down here and they're going to have masks on their face too. We are in 2021, going to be in 2022, and you still have these guys. You have HBO, guys, Showtime, putting out commercials saying that the government is going to tell us, finally going to tell us the truth about aliens. And then you have the weirdos, the wackos. And I'm sorry, I try to be nice to these people, but they can't see since Roswell to before Roswell to all of that hype, all the way now that we're about to be approaching 2022. They still can't find their little imaginary friends, and it's on Showtime. Showtime are doing YouTube ad commercials about aliens. Or I don't know if it's Showtime, it's some Hollywood production. They are now telling you guys about the aliens and about how the government is finally going to tell us the truth in the world, in this little ad, in this little YouTube ad. Again, brainwashing. The world is finally going to know the truth, and the world is finally going to have to change their ways or some bullshit about the aliens. Sure, the government can't tell us the truth about everything that's going on right now today, but they're going to make a Showtime commercial and put some what do you call it, some expert up there, and he's telling us that the government is going to tell us the truth about aliens. What kind of Riris do we have that live in America today? I don't think you guys are understanding me or hearing me when I've been telling you guys we're living in a twilight zone. I had to get on here and run my mouth because I'm just sick of seeing the news stories. I'm sick of seeing people who are trying to condemn you, people who are trying to literally in our country, claiming in our country, trying to say they're Americans, but they're trying to deny you the right to walk freely in a public place. They're trying to demonize you, literally teach, I don't know if you know, some of you guys don't believe in God, Satan, all that stuff, literally trying to treat you like Satan himself for, which Satan is in all of us, but the Satan that they believe in with the pitchfork because you don't want to wear a, you know what. Even though these are the same people, y'all, who will turn around and say, rotate the device, who will turn around and tell you free speech, free choice, and then have the nerve to sing the national anthem, have the nerve to sing. Oh my goodness, guys. And these are the sheeple that you guys know that I don't even have to really tell you guys about, but I came here to talk to you guys because I'm sick of it. I am so sick of this crap that we can't say one thing. We can't do anything. We're not allowed to, I'm sick of these people in our country. I'm gonna put it like that. And then claiming that that they have the right to live here. Listen to me. When you're trying to tell somebody what else they have to do, somebody else what they have to do with their body, you're denying somebody air travel because they don't want to stick something in their arm. You're denying them job. These people are so pathetic. These sheeple, these wannabe Americans are so pathetic. They think that they are cheering on people who are denying people jobs because they don't want to get stuck with something in their arm. They are cheering on people who are shaming people because they don't want to wear a muzzle. They are you guys know this, right? They're trying to tell you can't even travel now. And they're trying to do these V cards and cancel events and stuff like that in New York. In New York, I am ashamed of if you could be in New York and not see what's going on. I mean, I did a story the other day. Well, I mocked a story the other day. There was this guy in New York, right? On one of the bullshit news networks, which they're all bullshit right now. And if you're here, I'm sorry if you're new here. I wish I could be nice, but I'm not being nice. This isn't a place where we come here and tell fairy tales about what the government says, and this isn't a place where we gather and all try to say, oh, support a fake cause, or oh, let's cry about what our TV tells us to cry about. We talk about real shit here. We don't talk about bullshit here. And if you want to know about ABC, NBC, CNN, and all of them, what they're showing you right now is 100% complete total horse shit. If that hurt your feelings, leave the channel, because we're not here. I don't have time to Be nice to people who don't understand a wake-up call when they hear one, and don't even want to try to get involved with people losing their rights, losing their privileges, and losing basically America, and cheering it along. These people are cheering their freedoms away. Cheering their freedoms away. The same people who, again, would have tried to say all this stuff about the government a couple years ago before their little boogeyman came along, now will bow down, kowtow, whatever you want to call it, get on their knees and kiss the toes of whatever fake person can get up here from a health, and whatever, get and kiss their toes because they think that they can offer them some kind of solution. And I ask these people, I ask all you people. They even put out news stories about a influential star was a denier of the boogeyman. I have to use code words here, and now he died, or now he's got so and so and so. Well, guess what? I've been a denier of it, and I haven't worn one, and I haven't got stuck with a needle or anything like that ever since this happened. So I wanted to, and this is what they'll say, y'all. When I say, why do you guys think I haven't catch this thing? I must be a super spreader by now. They'll say it's because I got lucky. These conspiracy theorists will tell you it was because I got lucky, y'all. Oh my goodness. What type of freaking America, what type of freaking world are we living in right here, right now today, where these idiots, excuse me, I'm trying to be a little bit nicer. No, forget that. These idiots think that they even have a right to have an opinion. When you ask me, when you're this ignorant, you're this anti-America or American in America, you don't even have a right to have an opinion because you are a traitor to your country. I'll tell you again, the ones of you who want to shame everybody else and say all this stuff that we're not allowed to do this, we don't have a right to do what we do have a right to do, you are a traitor to your country. So are all your little government, so your little officials, your little senators, your little people over here trying to tell you all these things. These people are traitors. I know you're not, a lot of you who get offended by the truth, you're not, you don't have the mental capability to combat what I'm actually saying because you don't know what you're talking about. The only thing you get your information from is your little television box. I know you want to get sad and, cry and boo-hoo-hoo. Well, this is a channel who doesn't give a shit about that. We got, I've been going around, guys, and since I've been gone, and watching like these frauditors who go around and do these First Amendment audits, and they act like some of you might like them, and I like the idea of what they're standing for, but a lot of them are frauds. They are frauds. Some of them, just like this channel, the real big channels or the real small channels have actual First Amendment auditors, but the ones who are like a lot of people following, they got like a lot of these guys are not. These dudes are in it for another reason, and they're in it for they're in it for the money, the YouTube fame, or whatever. But there are these guys who audit them. They audit the frauditors, and these guys are all about the little thing that you put on your face. Let me get on the news, and I can't talk because my station's covered, and I think it makes sense to serve somebody in a restaurant, and even though they can't understand me because I sound like Kenny from South Park, or what's his name? I sound like somebody from I sound like an idiot because that's what you sound like when you're trying to talk through something like that, and somebody. I'm sorry, y'all. I've just been looking at all of these people make all of these, trying to be funny about people who don't wear them, and trying to say, oh, well, it's a law, and that person is it gets to they're wrong for not. They'll have like somebody a female. I was watching a video about two females who, because everybody is involved with that. Oh, it's a private business. They can do whatever they want. I want to direct you to Peggy Hall if you really believe that. People who think they know the law, again, because they saw it on TV. And we have females now coming out and doing things like they're trying to deny people their religious exemptions, even though you don't need a religious exemption. You don't need to give nobody an excuse in America for why you don't want to join their little high school club and be popular and do what's trending and muzzle yourself like these idiot sheeple do. And I'm gonna keep on. And you deserve to be called an idiot, and you deserve to be called a NAZI American, because that's really what you are. They're probably gonna cut me off here. It really don't matter, because I'm sick of it. They can what do you call it? Use their little platforms to trash us all day long and say what they want to say about us. But let one of us come up here and try to defend our right to do something, and then they have a whole little video trying to be funny, put like a little Austin Powers clip in a video of somebody getting denied services in America for doing what they're allowed to do, and then let us combat that and try to say something about their video, and guess what happens? Oh, it's false information. It's misleading information. Let me put a little fact checker tag on here and check the facts on here and give them a fake person that nobody ever heard of until now, who is all of a sudden a expert and been an expert their whole life since they were 3 years old. Nobody heard of them until now, when it comes to time to check the facts that the establishment wants everybody to believe. These are the type of idiots, moronic sheeple that we have running, not just running our country, because we all know they're puppets, but the people who listen to them, and they're allowed to talk freely and say what the hell they want to say. But let us come and put them in check, and let us actually do a real fact check on them. And guess what? It's you're misleading somebody. It's misinformation. You people are pathetic wannabe Americans, and you don't belong in this country. And if you're bad on the internet when you make your little videos, but if you ever try to say something like that to somebody like me in person, you're going to get your little feelings hurt. You see, because we don't have to do things to make you feel good, to make you feel safe. Stay your ass home and save lives. What happened to that? I'm gonna hashtag stay home and stay live like a good baby. Okay, you do that and stay the hell out of other people's lives and stay the hell out of other people's business in America. Maybe that could be more clear to you. You're not nobody's mama, and you ain't nobody's daddy, and you're not everybody's daddy and mama in America. And just because you want to listen to Big Brother government don't mean shit to me or somebody like me. When you run into somebody like with this type of attitude, and a lot of you other people, you need this type of attitude. So what if you lose your job? So freaking what if you lose your job? I lost my job over a stupid muzzle. Yeah, I'm not hurting. I live in my car right now, but hey, I'm still getting things done, and I still actually have a full-time job. Now I live where I work. My boss is actually in some kind of he went to court this morning because one of his neighbors is basically a jerk. Tries to give us summons papers for walking on property that he doesn't even own. So now that's the only reason why I'm off right now. But I mean, I got a full-time job. I don't want to join this dodo bird society. So you don't have to feel sorry for me. I want to open my own business. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. So somebody who can actually run it and is not afraid of the government, like the last business that I was with. They basically were afraid, thinking that the government could tell them whatever the hell that they wanted to tell them to do with their own business, and that's why I quit. You basically could say I got a it was a, you can wear the muzzle or no hard feelings. So I chose the no hard feelings because either way it was basically a firing, but I left. And then it went away, and then a surge came, a new one. Oh my God, a new one came because enough people weren't doing what they were supposed to do, weren't washing their hands, weren't using that sanitizer. Okay, now go down to, I challenge any of you sheep who listen to this right now, which I know you won't, to go down to your morgues or go down to your hospitals and see why is only the chaos that they're showing you, why is it only on mainstream? I don't know, idiot. Maybe somebody is lying to you. Maybe somebody that you trust is lying to you. Did you ever think of that? I shouldn't have said that because it's not safe for the community guidelines. This is the type of bullshit, you guys, I'm sorry, that these idiots believe. This is the type of bullshit that you can look around in your own town, in your own city, and see what's going on. Where are all these sick people that they talking about? Where are all these sick CHILDREN? Where are they at? Oh, they're on the news. In statistics, in numbers. Google statistics. Let me Google. This ain't brainwashing. Let me pull up Google, or let me go to Google to search something, and then I don't even have to put in anything. They show me all the deaths and everything, and that's around me. That's not brainwashing. That's not fear mongering. That's not scaring anybody. That's just the way it is. But I'm proud to be an American. Y'all sing with me. Well, at least I know I'm free, you little hypocrite. And I won't forget the men who died. This is the one they love to use, y'all. And gave that right to me. And I proudly sit your ass down because you are nothing but a lying hypocrite. And that hurts your feelings. So what? We're allowed to do that here in America. Or maybe not in YouTube land. If they take this down or whatever. Who cares what hurts your feelings? Who cares, crybaby? Who cares? Oh, boo-hoo, he hurt my feelings. Big deal. I told you the truth. I said it was on my mind. I hurt your feelings in America. Take your ass, jump your ass over the border. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? Go to another country where they can tell you what to do and tell you how to live your life and keep you safe and protect you. Then you could put a little, you could put it, you know what? And this is the thing. To all you people out here who think somebody cares about what you do when we don't, we just want to know why the hell you're all up in our business. I don't care if you take a trash bag, hand sanitizer, a paper bag on top of a towel, on top of some construction, one of your little construction law papers, and wrap that all around your little dumbass head to keep you safe. I don't give a shit if you do that. That's good. Yeah, you have the, guess what? You have to do that. Free choice to do that. But there's something about free choice that you little hypocrites don't know about. It works both ways. Oh, no, this is different because we're in it. No, the hell it ain't different. You're just stupid. And nobody has told you this because they won't allow nobody to tell you this because they'll take it off of whatever, you know, it'll hurt somebody's feelings and then you'll probably go report somebody, you know, because this is 1984, you know, where you can go report people and stuff like that. Nobody cares what you do to keep yourself safe, okay? You don't have the right, and nor will I give you the right to tell me what the hell I got to do to keep myself safe. It's not your responsibility. And I'm not responsible for keeping you safe. I don't care how bad it hurts your feelings, how bad you don't want to hear it. You weren't doing that when all these other things are going out. You weren't caring about keeping nobody safe. Let me tell you something about tobacco and alcohol. Tobacco and alcohol combined. These are from your own little CD. You know, to the you gotta watch what you say sometimes because these idiots will track you with their little AI stuff. The CD to the, you know, this is to their own studies. When it comes to alcohol and tobacco combined, I mean, like, not just these two, the deaths combined. And what I mean by that is surrounding deaths, like accidents, secondhand, not just people smoking it, but all of these combined kill 8 million people a year. Go look it up, even though it's probably bullcrap anyway, because it's, again, statistics from the people that have given you these other statistics that told you 4 million people have died from the boogeyman this year. So they care so much, but they will sell you one thing that kills double the amount of people than your little boogeyman has killed people this year. And I'm not lying. I have all the, you can go look it up. Matter of fact, when I get done, I'll put all of this into the description box of this and pin it to the comment so you can see that I'm not lying. Unlike you people who just believe what somebody says and they don't even have to give you the facts. All you gotta do is get on TV, get a nice little suit, probably wear some glasses, put on a little Corners jacket and tell you that they are, and then NBC, ABC, CNN, one of these lying networks can tell you, just say, oh, this is a health care, you know, from whoever, and then you believe it because they put them on TV. You look like a little cartoon character. They just threw, no matter how stupid the person looks or how stupid the person sounds, and they're supposed to be a professional, you'll believe that person. What was I about to say? So they care so much, but they package one thing to us that kills twice as many people than your little boogeyman did this year. But you're not outraged about that. You're not trying to save people from that. No, you just walk away from them, right? Any grown-up, let me tell you this. Any grown-up who needs a sticker to tell them where to stand and where 6 feet is, and needs basically crime scene tape to tell them to go in where they have to go in. And where they have to go out, like those doors weren't, like, you know, there's not a sticker at the top of that door that says in and out, is a dumbass person. You're not a parent. You shouldn't be telling your child about being smart or that's another thing, because you're not. You are to not be offended, to call yourself a mature adult, to not be offended that they are insulting your intelligence that much, or they have to give you a little sheep gate to go in and out of. They have to put a little sticker on the ground because you don't know how far 6 feet is. Shows how stupid and immature and brainwashed you are by your little new age American agenda that is you're helping push. Yeah, you care about America, but you don't care about nobody's free choice and nobody's rights or anything like that. You care about government takeover though, don't you? Let me grab some of this water real quick. This agua. That's why I've been saving up, y'all. And I'm about to get off here because I know if I don't get off here, I'm going to say something really, I'm going to say something that I really, is going to get me in trouble. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to stop myself now. I just wanted to introduce the new people, who are here to the asshole that I am, or I can be, whenever I see the ridiculousness going on in the world, and people are allowed to have all these big channels and talk about it and boo-hoo, oh, it's so sad, oh my God, this is happening around the world because somebody on my television popped up and told me it was happening around the world. Oh my God, we have to do what they say to keep us safe. I'm so sick of hearing that, and I'm so sick of seeing these channels, these wannabe well, first of all, these people who audit these frauditors and say things like, they have to wear the little mask because it's gonna, they're keeping everybody, I'm just so sick of pansies. That's a good word for it. Oh, I work out every day. I got big muscles. I'm but I have to wear a diaper on my face to keep me safe. Pansies, worrying about, and especially you pansies who are worrying about you so-called men who are worrying about what another man is wearing on his face. You should be slapped if you ask me. Because you might can fight, you're big or whatever, but you're still a little government bitch. And nobody will tell you that, but I will. Scared of some junk that don't even exist. Oh, I think there's a law that goes on here and I have to follow it even though it doesn't even really exist. Oh, the mayor said it. Oh, that means it's real. I have to do what the mayor says, just like I have to do what the Governor Roy Cooper's goofy ass said before, even though he didn't have any power to tell me what to do. Yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm back, but I want to get the other people who are come here who are in that mind state. I want them gone. I don't want them on this channel because we're not going to go in. We're not going to go further by trying to be nice to people and consider feelings, because the feelings police are all out here today and arresting people for hurting somebody's feelings. I'm sick of that crap. I am so sick of it. And these are supposed to be adults, prominent politicians and governors and stuff, on here crying like a bunch of little talk about. And then they'll turn around to you guys and in the same breath talk about our forefathers and talk about bravery and free choice and free speech. Not seeing the hypocrisy in it at all. They don't see any hypocrisy in it, you guys. This is how brainwashed these people are. They don't see, there is no hypocrisy in any of the things that I just said to these people. They're what do you call it? Psychos and mentally insane, but they don't see it. They don't see the twilight zone that they're living in right now. This all makes sense to them. Wash my hands for 80 seconds. Let me wash my hands for 80 years. Put that stuff on my face. Doesn't matter if it was linked to causing cancer. I'm still going to put it on my hands every day. Because that's just a conspiracy theory. If somebody tells me anything different. These are the type of dumbasses we have in the world today. It's a conspiracy theory, even though when you can prove something, it's a conspiracy theory. When you can show them something like the inventor, who's another, let me write this down. Another link I'm going to put, Mr. Kerry Mullis, the inventor of the PC, that has them all thinking they got this, that, or the third. I'm going to leave a full video, the link of the full video, and of what he has to say about some of their so-called EXPERTS going on today, and what he says they're really about. But look, because it's more than like an hour long, there's stuff they don't want to hear, even though he invented a thing that these people are thinking is telling them they have something. The way he's exposing the so-called health, can't say certain things. It's all in hour something long video where he gives his heart. He tells everything that you need to know about what's going on right now today, and then he just conveniently died before all of this stuff happened. They're using his test, and then they're gonna try to discredit him and say, "Oh, he was a playboy. He went out and drank," and so just like they try to do anybody who doesn't agree with their agenda, right? It's like Cooper. If you don't, they killed him. Oh, he was a militia leader. He was anti-government and so and he don't want to do this. And even though he was anti-stupidity, anti-sheeple news, he was pro-American, pro-free choice, and all that other stuff, and free speech. But these idiots, I'm trying to tell you, we live in this is nothing but a new age, hypocritical state of America right now, where people who think they are doing the right thing are misled sheeple, and they will try to tell you you're wrong for doing this, for living your life and being who you want to be, and making your own decisions, which you're clearly allowed to do here, because this is the new age America. And these are new age hypocrites. That's why I said, and I'm gonna put this, and I don't care if you guys want to support this or not. I have a new. I'm opening. I'm really. I have a. Uh, some people want to know how they want to support what I'm doing, but if you really want to know, I'm trying to open my own tumbling gym, my own tumbling facility. It's going to end up being a nonprofit organization. I'm trying to get back on track here, because when I talk about these people in our country who really don't belong here and try to act like we don't belong here when they really they belong in another country because they don't know anything about this country, I get hype and I go off and I say some things, and you guys know that. But I want to get back to making some changes, because instead of me just yelling, I want to make some. I want to talk about how we can make some changes in this world. As you guys know, I am a tumbling instructor. I do parkour, I do tumbling, I teach children. Well, actually, I teach anybody who wants to learn how to tumble. So, since they won't let me in their establishments around here because I know my rights and I have a free choice to do things that I guess they think I don't. I decided to try to open up my own facility for, well, it's going to branch off into a ministry where I go to the projects around here where I'm at, and I get the kids who cannot afford it. It's going to be the ministry part is going to be free for them, but I have to get a building first, get the equipment first, and get everything that I need to get people to come in there. In Wilmington, I'm going to try to have it in Wilmington, North Carolina, and I set up a GoFundMe to do donations for this building, and I won't touch any of the money until the goal is reached, and because there's a lot of equipment that has to be bought, there's a building that has to be bought and everything. But I'm also doing this to show these people here that you don't have to, when you own your own thing or you're doing your own thing, you don't have to bow down to things that people tell you that you have to do just because somebody came over here and said that the government has the right to do something that they don't. That is your own ignorance and your own fault when you fall for something like that, because you didn't take the time to research to see if they could really do something, if they could really do that or they really couldn't. And all you guys, only way we're going to change something is if we start with the youth, because it's a shame you can't change. You can't reach out to the so-called mature today and the so-called grown-ups today, or a lot of the older people today, because they don't get it. But they're not our future. I came to understand that they can get mad. Oh my God, I can't believe he's saying that, and all their little stuck up goody two shoes. Hey, it's a lizard. Hey, lizard. All their little goody two shoes. Dang, he's really, really lime green. All their goody two shoes things that they think that makes them so important and makes them like doing the right thing. People are lost in that. They're not our future. They are actually killing our future right now and they will be the death of our future if we allow these mad. I think they are insane mad men and women, mad people, mad world. That's what they are. If we allow them to continue to raise our youth this way, because there is a lost youth on the streets around here where nobody is even caring about raising them, and that is our future. But there is also a youth that needs to be, that some people are raising the wrong way. They need another. And I'm not going to be talking to the children like this or getting all and being all political with them, but I will be teaching them, or trying to teach them, how to think on their own and to not let somebody tell you what to believe, and don't believe anybody unless you can prove it. Which, because we all know that's a common sense factor. the people we're talking about right now don't understand that that's a common sense factor, that it doesn't matter who it is. Somebody just pops up and tells you something is true or you believe it. You are a complete moronic idiot for that. Especially with the history of the liars and propaganda and everything that's been flashing over your television set for so many years. But they're not going to understand that either, you guys, because again, we have slow people. They're going to probably about 100 or 200 of them are going to unsubscribe because they're not ready for the real talk and they're not ready for a real person. They want the fake New Age America that these NAZIS are building in our country right now and calling themselves patriots and Americans and proud to be here and just a bunch of freaking hypocrites. But I'm gonna put the link to that down there because I've been meaning to talk to you guys about this. Because you guys really want somebody, if you want to invest in somebody who you know is not afraid of these people and is really going to make a change, then invest in somebody that you know who has been solid with you guys and truthful with you guys this whole damn time, because you know that's what I've been and that's what I'm going to be, and I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do unless I get taken out or something like that, which would be fine with me because then I won't have to be here on this hypocritical rock anymore. And whatever I've done will be here, left. But we can't invest. I've noticed we cannot invest in. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot. Very excited. We cannot invest in these people who call themselves grown-ups anymore. We cannot invest in people who are already in the political spectrum and on TV and stuff like that. We can't do that. We have to build. There's this guy. His name is Buckminster Fuller. And he made a quote. I think Cooper said he was a part of some things too, but and didn't get a lot of credit for certain things. But he made a quote that said, I think I put a picture of it on my community tab. You don't. It was somewhere along the line as in you don't You don't change things by fighting the existing reality. You build a new structure or something like that that makes the old structure obsolete. And that wasn't an exact quote, but it makes a lot of sense. That's the only way. If you guys are looking for a change and you want something to actually change, it's not going to change if we keep investing in these people and we keep feeding into their system and we keep, like me, I'm talking about them right now, but I'm also talking about how we can combat them and change them, because they don't want it with me. They don't want to come against me because they're not going to tell me to do anything that I know I have the right. They're not going to tell me to do anything in my business or a place that I own or something like that I know that I'm allowed to do. Nobody's going to intimidate me like that because, again, I hate this life. I really do. Not that I'm going to kill myself or anything like that, but if that's the thing, a threat of death, go ahead and take me out because I don't want to be here with these hypocrites who call themselves Americans anyway. That's what you're supposed to do for your country, especially when it comes to dying for the truth. Not dying because, I went overseas and that means I died for my. No, you didn't. Not if you weren't going there for the right reasons, and not if you were going there for under false commands and under false leadership. That doesn't mean you did anything for your country. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but hey, that's the truth. What you do as individuals is stand. If we don't come together basically and build our own thing, I've done a lot of thinking about this. Build our own organization. I'm talking about some of you cheer moms, gymnastics moms, some of you sponsors. If anybody has a company that would like to sponsor what I'm doing and put your logos and stuff outside of the business or on my shirts, I'm talking about coming together and building something new. Because this will not just also be just where I train children and things like that. It'll be like workout. It'll be something for everybody will be in this building. But that's the only way. But I also want to bring not just physical training in this. My coach taught me this a long time ago. He did a mental part of, he did the mental, not just the physical training with children and physical or with our ministry. He also strengthened our minds. So we would have like studies and we would talk about things. And we would have meetings and we would talk about how we as individuals could do things and what was really going on in the world. And we need that talk. You know what I'm saying? People don't talk no more. And so if you want to invest in something, not somebody who's going to just, bull crap you, but if you want to invest in something, I'm going to put that there. What else I'm going to put after? I got my notebook right here. I'm putting the stats that I said about your beloved, how they care so much about they care so much, but it's double the deaths as the boogeyman is and they sit here and package it to you. Put all that down there and put the PC, I'm gonna put Kerry Mullis, I'm gonna put his interview down there, I'm gonna put the funds down there. What else? I'm gonna put this in the description box of this video once it uploads, and then I'll pin it on the pinned comment of this video, and once it uploads, because like that's the only way. I was thinking, how can we change things? And the only change that we can do is build a new structure, because they're gonna keep on feeding into the structure and keep on thinking they're right, and keep on thinking somebody has to say things the right way to not hurt their little kindergartner feelings, I mean, even though we're supposed to be grown ups. But you can't tell them the truth, or you can't say anything because it might hurt their feelings. Like, and they're all shocked because you're not saying what everybody else is saying. I can't stand that crap. And it's time for a new group and a new people to be able to have an actual thing, and have somebody who's not afraid to, lead it and be like, look, this is the truth. It don't matter if you want to cry. I don't care. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful if you're older, but I am trying to be disrespectful if you think that somebody doesn't have a right to travel because they don't want to get stuck with a needle. If you think somebody doesn't have a right to get to have a job, to work and have a job and supply for their family because they don't want to do something that they really do not have to do by law, there's something mentally wrong with you. And I don't know how you can even sit here and try to call yourself an American. And I am against people with that type of mind state. Because you're nothing but the biggest, anti-bully. Then they have the anti-bully. Bullying people into all of this stuff. And then these are the same people who will support anti-bullying campaigns and get on there. And get on there and talk about, oh my goodness, you don't bully somebody. We're such against bullying. These are the biggest hypocrites in the fucking world. Let's bully this person out of their job. Let's bully them out of all of this stuff. But then we're turn right around. Hey, look, can you support our anti-bullying campaign? We don't bully people. We are against bullying. You people. I gotta go. You people are the biggest jokes. Oh my goodness. They call themselves Americans, y'all. They call themselves Americans. Oh, I gotta go. That was funny. We're not gonna bully you. We're just gonna bully you.